way that we reach out, be consistent. The last thing that I'll say, and this is specific to my industry, and I think it's definitely something that is the case with most service industries, is a deep relationship is what truly allows you to learn the needs of your client. So look to establish a relationship beyond just the day-to-day business context. So if possible, do personal things with your clients. Get to know them on a personal level, because at that point, they will truly be candid with you. And it's until then, you don't know entirely what those needs are. So the more candid that you can get your client to become, the more comfortable that you can get them to become with you, the better you'll be able to address their needs and likely the needs of all of your client base. And additionally, those clients will be more likely an advocate of you and your company. So again, appreciate the opportunity to be here. I will turn it back over to Scott or Zach, and thank you very much.
Thanks, Zach. Taylor, thanks so much. Great insights. Zach, you want to bring up Joel? By the way, on that mic, you have to keep it about right here because it goes in and out.
So I'll bring up Joel Romero. He is the newest director of the West Coast for Ferretti Yachts, one of the oldest Italian yacht brands and most well known. If you're a yachty, this is the boat brand to work with, I would say. And they've got probably one of the best directors in the yacht world with their team. So really excited to have Joel Romero right here in Newport Beach, but is really everywhere when it comes to yacht sales. So thanks, Joel.
No worries, thanks, Zach. So I just want to say thank you for Lyndon to break in the Australian accent. Appreciate that very much.
Right.
I'm also from Sydney, Australia. But has anyone here heard of Ferretti Group? Well, we need to do better marketing. That's good. So we're an Italian manufacturer. So we're one of the oldest manufacturers of yachts in Italy. But what we've done different is that we've set up like a direct outlet. So all the stores in America are actually owned by Ferretti Group. Whereas you see most yacht dealers today have individual stores that are owned by individual dealers, which sometimes don't have the connection that we want to have with the clientele. So by opening up our own stores, we're able to have a much higher retention. And so we've started this now for the last 6 years, and our retention level has gone to 92%, which is pretty fantastic in the yachting business. There's a lot of competition out there in the Italian marketplace. The Italians actually dominate. Most yachts over 80 feet are built in Italy for all over the world. So they're very driven as far as the way the yacht has to feel and look, and they're very in touch with their client, as well as having meetings every year, understanding what the client like to see in new models. So it's a pretty sort of fascinating industry because no one needs a yacht. So it's one of those things that when you've made it, you've invested with Bessner. So now you can actually move forward and enjoy life. So that's the type of clientele that we reach, and obviously want to retain long term. So we manufacture yachts basically from 27 feet through to 90 meters. So we're one of the largest mega yacht builders as well. So our latest launch is a yacht called Choppy Choppy. It's 310 feet. You probably look it up online, but. We have some pretty incredible brands that have been around for a very long time, and we also represent Riva, which is over 170 years old. So that manufacturer is still in the same factory since just over 105 years now. So I'd like to open up to actually some questions from you guys. Probably a lot of you guys that know maybe a lot about boats or what we do with our clientele or whatever. So I can ramble on all day about boats. I love them. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. Yes, ma'am?
So I'm just curious, do you do power and or sail?
No, our company is strictly power.
Strictly power.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yes, sir.
What do you do with a yacht that's bigger than a football field? No, that's amazing. That's amazing. How do you engage with your consumer in a way that's different from your competitors to drive?
That's a good question. So basically, we have a studio in Italy that actually used to be about 15 years ago a place where manufacturers would go to have their yacht designed and you make the whole efficient and the wiring, all the systems. So we bought that company. So now that company strictly works for Ferretti Group. So Ferretti Group have Riva, Pershing, CRN, Moki Craft, Itama, as all the yachts that we manufacture. So by having a very strong technology center, basically, you know, where the client can come and see why we stand out. But also, we're the only manufacturer that makes smaller boats, you know, from like 50 feet to 100 feet, that are all built to Category A, which is the highest safety level. So we realize that our clients really want safety. So all our boats are built to the highest level. No problem. Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about how you acquire your clientele and what the sales process is like? Because I'm probably never going to.
It's a very long sales process. So a lot of the times our clientele, you know, we meet them at different events. So we do events in Monaco, we do private events at the Monaco Yacht Club. A lot of people know our brands, which are quite old. So they, I mean, I've got a really classic story actually. There was a kid who was 15 years old, and he called our office, and you know, it was over the younger voice on the phone, and he's like, well, my dad wants to buy a boat. You know, what do you have? I know about your group and what you manufacture and what you make, but we're looking at this range. So, I mean, a lot of people wouldn't really take that very seriously, you know, but the son was actually researching for the father. And so this gentleman bought his first boat from us. It was just, you know, 22 meters, not a very big boat. Within the year, he was buying a boat that was in the $15 million range. You know, so a lot of the clients really come to us through the internet, through shows or private events.